What's going on, Paisanos? V here. Come at you guys with another market watch today. You know, it feels so good getting back into the flow of doing these videos, doing market watches. In fact, it's going to be feeling even better later on today when I stream on Twitch TV /YGO_Paisano. Link's going to be in the description, and we're going to be playing some dolls. Well, a variation of dolls. In fact, I'm looking to play every variation of dolls. I got a bunch of other decks. We're talking Drytron, Sky Strikers, Sword Souls, Birds. We're going to be playing some Yu-Gi-Oh! Today. And if you guys want to see me and want to support the Twitch channel, go ahead and check me out. It'll be my first time back on Twitch since I had a bit of a sickness, but all gone. Fully healed up and looking good. Looking in the market today, we can see a couple of things. Number one, live twins are in a weird price point for me. And let me know if you feel the same way, but I feel like they're cheap enough where I want to get them. And we're talking about max rarity. Obviously, you could buy the super rares and ultra rares, not too expensive. But they're too expensive enough for the Starlights where is it really worth paying this kind of money? Especially even for the collector's rares, which you got to have almost a playset each of. Looking at the Evil Twins, obviously they're a part of Live Twins. They're also up there. And once again, I know you can say, well, V, you can easily go in and grab a low rarity. Yeah, I could. But I don't want to. Looking again, Daughter of the Mystery Dusk Kaiju. This card over here has 2 rares. That's it. And an ultra rare coming out of Brothers of Legends. If you don't have your playset already, I highly recommend you start considering picking it up, being the fact that the price point has finally bottomed out on the card. The card price is right now roughly around $1.70 TCG player, and there's a good chance that you might need it in the future. I mean, we get a ban and Birds don't go away. You're going to need this card. Just throwing it out there. We also have Maximum Gold. Now, I said it before, but I'll say it again. Maximum Gold is a dumpster fire. 1, because I hate gold rarity. 2, even though I like the reprints, I love reprints in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! The foiling on Maximum Gold cards literally peels off. I actually had a Predator Verde Anaconda freshly pulled, and when I went to put in sleeve, it peeled immediately because foiling on these cards are ugly. And number 3, if you bought a box of Maximum Gold, hopefully you made value. Here's how you did it. You either A, pulled an Access Code Talker, or B, pulled at least two of, actually I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Did I say 2? 3 of the top cards. Ivy Masquerada, Predator Anaconda, Chamber Dragon Maid, Pot Extravagance, or Red Eyes Black Dragon. You will need 3 to make your money back. No, not making value, not making money, to make your money back. That's because Maximum Gold's price point increased, and it's not worth it. Once again, I think Access Code Talk is a great card. If you have it, and the gold rare version, hey, it's better than paying $100. I don't blame you. Great card. Everybody else, get shredded on. Like, that's why Maximum Gold is so terrible. Besides the fact that it's just a gold rare set. Designator Destroyer Phoenix is actually currently at its lowest price point since its original release. Shown to be around $150. Now, I was sick when this happened. Was this card on release $150? And who paid that money? Look at the current price point of the card. I mean, we got a non-verifiable seller. So let's see right here. Verifiable seller has the card being roughly around $89. Is it worth it? Kind of is. Everyone's playing Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. It is pretty much a needed card, unfortunately, in this game. Another card you might not know you need, but you definitely need, is Crossout Designator. The crazy thing about Crossout Designator is, look how it looks in the market. In fact, look how it looks from a 6-month chart when the card was pre-selling for over $100. The current price point of Crossout Designator right now is roughly around, can we get some English ones? Roughly around $38 to $39 for a Crossout Designator. You're going to want at least 2, more than likely 3 of this card. I think this card's going to see a lot more play in the future of this game. In the OCG, it's been seeing a ton of play. And you might go, V, it's a sporadic play, but not a lot of play. I shouldn't get this card. No. If there's any card or any of my market watches you should get right now, it should be Crossout Designator. By not doing so, you do it at your own peril because you're going to go back and buy this card. It's going to happen. And the card price is going to spike up in value. Seriously, you're going to want to keep an eye on this card. It's not going to be low forever. It will go up in value. Mark my words. We also have Blazing Vortex. Now, the thing about Blazing Vortex, it's a weird set. It doesn't really have a lot of value. But cards like Underworld Gods is a closed world never really changed value. It's always been about 25. On pre-release, it was like 35, but it went down to 25. And then you have a bunch of other cards, secret rares like Heavenly Zephyr Mirador, beating roughly around $3. Not a bad secret rare price point. Obviously, you have the Arm Dragon coin here, nothing too crazy. And then we have Pod Prosperity, a card in which I thought was not going to see as much play, but it definitely is. Now, here's my question to you. Would you spend $120 on a Pod Prosperity or $600 on a Starlight Rare? Well, it's a hard choice. Not everyone has $600 burning a hole in their pocket. Well, technically $1,800 if you need to play this card. Normally, you play as a 3 of. But I think this card price point is absolutely ludicrous. I mean, think about it. Which is $122. It's going to get reprinted. So Secret Rare, when I'm showing you right here, will be going down in value. Starlight Rare, that's a whole different story. I don't think it would go down as much. Can it go down? I guess so. But would it? It's Starlight Rare. Probably not. Then we had Nadir Servant. And this is what I love about reprints. Once again, I'm not anti-reprints. I just think Gold Rare is disgusting. But looking at 2021 10 Asian battles, Nadir Servant's roughly around $15. If you want the original print, $40. And that's what I like. I'd rather have a lot more value being a Secret Rare, and that's what I personally like. But there's people out there that just want to they don't want to pay $40. And I don't blame them, and they could go ahead and spend $15. Hopefully the price point even goes lower, because Dogmaticus is a great card. Alright. Fossil Warrior Skull Knight's going up in value, and I don't have an answer for you. If you know it, comment down below. Looking at this card price is roughly around $22 for Fossil Warrior Skull Knight. Any new support? Let me know. So looking at another deck core, I think Ellick is a great deck core. Obviously with the reprints, and I will say the new gold Ellick the Golden Lord, the alternate art looks amazing. Hopefully that gets an ulti printing. That looks gorgeous. It's kind of like a JoJo reference. JoJo. Anyway, looking at the rest of the cards for Ellick, it's went down. Curse Ellen used to be $25. Now for the Super Rare, you can get it for $8. That's not including the alternate reprint of the card. Elixir Black Awakening is still $12. Not many people play it, but it's definitely $12 still. Cards like Elixir Scar Sanguine, if you want Secret Rare, are 5s. But the other ones like Curse Conquistador is $3, and Hakuedo is $1.50. These have went down. So once again, the reprints of these cards are good, and Ellick's a great deck card to pick up. I think it's definitely a good time to pick it up right now. No one's looking at it right now. No one's talking about it. Everyone's focused on the future, but Ellick's pretty nice right now. Anyway. Marine Says Seahorse Starlight Rare obviously spiked in value, as you can see over here. This card being, I think at one point it was $125, I believe I saw one for. But you can see it over here being as high as roughly around $250 for Marine Says Seahorse. So here's the question. Is Marine Says any good? I know Marine Says is getting new support, but is it enough to make it a tier 1 deck? Seriously. Because if it's not, this card will go back down in value. Mark my words, if it is not. Then we have Fusion Destiny. I have a question to you. Which version do you have? I personally like the original print from Dark Neostorm. 2020 Mega 10 Tune Lost Memories. Ultra Rare does look nice, but I personally like the OG printing. Let me know what you think, which is your favorite version, in the comment section down below. Mardo, Generator Boss of Light, is a weird card. I mean, it's not seeing much play. The value's roughly around $24 for this card. And look at this chart. I mean, this is a bit of a crazy chart for Mardell. Mardell at peak was 35. Now we're seeing it see its current price point, which is roughly around 24. And to be honest with you, at its lowest, it was at roughly around $19. Why is this card still worth anything? And that's the kind of thing with a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Some of these cards just have value because they have value. Nobody really has extra Mardell, so they can't lower the price point and be competitive in the market. So whatever is left out there is left out there. And no one's going to lower the price point just because the card's not seeing value. That's not how the Yu-Gi-Oh market works. If it's hard for you to list, they're going to have the prices pretty high up there. Then we have Destiny Hero Celestial. Now, this is the highest rated version of Celestial. Obviously, this card hit a price point, I believe, well over $50 when we knew we were getting Phoenix Enforcer. Looking at Celestial right now, besides all the Italian printings, because there's a lot of those, by the way, at $28, not bad. But if you want an original print, you're looking to pay $41 for original print first edition Destiny Hero Celestial. So it's still worth a lot of money, and we're seeing a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players play the Ultra Rare because it's not as crazy high as the Secret Rare. Ultra Rare Celestials are relatively inexpensive. They're roughly around $1 or $2. They look really nice. I personally own the Ultra and the Secret Rare, but they both look nice. But yeah, they're both nice and clean. Obviously high rarity Secret Rare, but Ultra Rare is looking pretty good. And then we have this Pot of Extravagance Collector's Rare. Now we talked about Pot of Prosperity, how insanely expensive this card is. And the highest rarity version of Pot of Extravagance is the Collector's Rare. I think it would be great if Konami was to make this an Ultimate Rare. And in fact, I thought we'd had one already. We know in the next OTS set coming out, in a couple of months, that we're not getting Pot of Extravagance as an Ultimate Rare, which is kind of weird. We're probably not going to be getting it as a Starlight, as Konami likes to make older random card Starlights, as well as whatever's currently in the set. So we know that's out the question. They probably won't make this a Ghost Rare, and even if they did make it a Ghost Rare, how's the pull ratio? Because some Ghost Rares are easy to pull, and the value is showing. It's down crazy high. But crazy low, man. But look at Pot of Extravagant Collector's Rare. Maybe I was wrong when I first looked at this card, thinking we're going to get an ulti, which we definitely did not get in Toon Chaos, which is a bit of a ways away from now, when it first released. The card price point is roughly around $100. After that one sold, it goes to $110 to $115. Not soon afterwards, it'll be at $127 for a CR Pot of Extravagance. Well, why am I talking about this card? I mean, doesn't really see much play, does it? Sure, I guess so, but it doesn't negate the fact that this card can see play. And if it can see play, if there's an opportunity for it to see play, do you want to be left out in the cold? I mean, a lot of duelists, and I'll just go over here, I'll show you real quickly. A lot of duelists definitely didn't think Pot of Duality would ever see play in Yu-Gi-Oh! Again. So much so that Ultimate Pot of Dualities weren't that expensive. I actually went in and bought two relatively easy. And you go over here and see the crazy price movement from 170 within a year to where its current price point now, which is going to be, let's see, $325 for a Pot of Duality. $325. That's absolutely crazy. Almost doubling from the card's price point about a year ago. So I think it's really good to hold all the pod cards. If you want to get high rarity, obviously, you want to hold the best version of these. And we've seen these prices jump in the case of Pod Duality. In fact, let's keep going. You know what? Because I love these pod cards. I really, really do. I think Konami has it as kind of a gimmick, but it works. Everyone's really excited about it. Look at the Pod Desires. It has a bunch of print things. And obviously, you get an ultra rare. Where's the ultra rare version? Look at Ultra for $5. You get a regular rare for $1. I mean, it's all over the place. If you want an original print first edition, Pot of Zai Secret Rare. By the way, at one point, I believe the price point was $26 for this card. And you can go back on my market watches, and you can see when I used to talk about it when it was $26. The price point for a first edition is roughly around $40. And that's only for a Secret Pot of Desires. Let's say you want to go ahead and grab yourself a Collector's Rare. Is it even in here? I gotta type it in again. Pot of Desires. I don't know why they do that. Anyway, Pot of Desires Collector's Rare. If you want a first edition version of this card, that's going to run you roughly around $140. The craziest thing about Pot of Desires Collector's Rare, by the way, $140 used to be nothing when you looked at the fact that this card is secret rare. This card's ultimate rare used to be around that same price point. And speaking of which, if you want an ultimate rare Pot of Desires, no big deal. You're paying actually roughly around $83. Now, I personally like Ultimate Rare over Collector's Rare, and if I was given that option, I would always choose the Ulti over Collectors. That's me personally, and comment down below, let me know if that's how you feel. I think Ultis are better, Ultis are more desirable, Ultis are easier to trade and sell than CRs. If I had the choice between either or, I will say they both look nice. I just choose preferential treatment for the Ultis over the CRs. And like I said, let me know in the comment section if you think that way as well, or you don't like it, you like CRs more. I mean, they're both great rarities. I just like the Ultimate Rares just because they have that little edge of uniqueness all throughout the card. Anyway, I really appreciate you guys for watching my videos. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, like button, comment down below. I'll see you on Twitch later on. It's your boy V, and YGOPaisanos. You guys have a great day.